What fights were you watching?
I was watching a few of the classics. I watched the John Jones and the Japanese guy Miyamoto, not Miyamoto. The guy who
I hadn't been watching. I hadn't started watching, I think.
Yeah, me neither. Whatever his name is, it's like either Miyoto Loto or something
Miocic?
like that. No, not Miocic.
Oh, he's Asian?
Japanese.
Japanese?
Yeah.
Oh.
And of which he said that guy was actually close. The closest, I think.
Miocic?
Not Miocic.
Oh. The other guy.
GPT. It was good. And then I watched I can't remember. Bilal. Is it Bilal?
Is it the more recent?
Yeah, more
Bilal?
recent. Bilal and the Chinese. Bilal and who was he fighting? Was it Jermaine Sterling?
That was one. That wasn't recent though. Bilal fought last weekend.
He fought last weekend again. Yeah, but before that, I think he had fought that.
Oh
guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That guy has a. Have you ever listened to those Rogan? What is it? What are they called? Like, they're like fight related, like UFC related.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a number by like that type of show. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
So
Just looking at that John Jones one.
if it's like on a UFC related,
Yeah.
it's like your Joe Rogan UFC something episode 100, something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like they're categorized just
Mhm.
by.
Mhm.
I never knew that.
But he has one interview with Bilal, and those are cool because you learn a
can
lot
find
about
it.
it's the fighters, right? So they
Yeah.
you
Like
learn-
I've seen the one with Adesanya.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it, but I've seen the clips.
you learn a lot about them because they literally just talking about their experience and stuff like that.
Yep.
But Bilal had like this terrible like eye injury. I think they had to like put his retina back. I think a couple of times. So
He's not the crazy guy who was like, don't do anything with Novocaine, not Novocaine, with the medicine.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure someone who said that.
Mm.
But I know that he's had some pretty serious like eye surgeries, and he knows that he gets punched too much, he's gonna like start losing his vision. So like we were saying about like how brave those dudes are.
Yeah, the Matador.
They know-
Matador guys.
They know that they're going in it with
Man.
potential life-threatening, not life, I guess, but
Like
life.
function
Yes.
threatening. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy like that,
Woo.
or a lot of them. The Bisping can't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
from one eye.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the whole time he could not see from one eye? Or
After a
because
fight,
of-
after one fight, he lost his vision.
Did Bisping ever fight John Jones?
I think so.
Did he get the eye poke?
I don't know, but
Oh, man.
those guys are serious business, bro.
Man. The way of the warrior.
Mhm.
So after we had that conversation that day on Matadors, dude, something just within me, like I was telling you, like I was like, oh, is there a part of me as a man that I have not awakened? Literally, that was a mental chatter in my head.
Uh-huh.
And I went and pulled up this book that I have that I always like rereading. It's called King, Warrior, Magician, Lover.
Okay.
And it's this book on like the 4 different main archetypes for men. So you have like your king, the leader kind of folks. You have your warrior. The warrior is someone who is willing to, they discipline themselves for purpose,
Mhm.
right? They're able to put distance between themselves and whatever they're doing for a bigger purpose.
Mhm.
So, and I was just, that's where I started watching or rewatching those UFC matches, because when we were talking about it, like it was fun, but when I was reflecting, I was like, man, I don't like that. I wouldn't be, to think of myself that I wouldn't, if that situation arises, that I wouldn't be able to rise up before being forced by the situation. Maybe that's the best way to look at it.
Okay.
Right? Because like these guys, they're literally going, we're talking about matadors, so forget even the UFC guys. The matadors, they're like face to face with death,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
in essence.
Yeah.
And like that moment, that sublime moment of like life, like you look death in the face and you're like, man, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
or for some.
Some don't.
So yeah, some don't. And I went and I bought Musashi's book. I wanted to reread it. Like it really sent me on a whole pursuit, bro.
Oh wow.
A Book of Five Rings, Miyamoto Musashi, the famous Japanese swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the opening lines, or one of the lines in that book, is the way of the warrior is the way of death.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I guess that is it. That you're looking at whatever is in front of you that might consume you, and yes, the fear is there, but you choose to redirect it and use that fear to your advantage. So send me on a whole digging, man.
I immediately, when I think of that, at least I think, okay, this is 2025. People don't need to do that anymore, you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there has to be like a level of, back in the day, there wasn't just another option. That was the only option, right?
Oh, yes.
So I'm trying to just understand what you're saying, right? So if you were to apply, I guess I don't have any option, right?
Mm-hmm.
In what scenario do you really find yourself like that having to happen?
That I don't have any option?
Yeah, because like that's,
I see.
you know, because if we were realistic, like UFC fighters are beasts, they're heroes, but they also do that for a living.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, they've chosen.
There's other situations where people don't do that for a living and they still have to rise up to the occasion, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in what scenario or what like, if you were to apply that right now, like what would be a goal that you would want to do, you know, to feel that way, or at least to feel closer to that?
Yeah. I think right now for me it would be something career-wise, right? Like to do something where I feel like I'm taking a risk. And like it's more of the band the bolts, band the pans, like when there's no going back sort of way of living. And I think that's what I liked from how the life of a warrior is, right? Because it's present moment, all energy, everything focused on task. And everything else is just like periphery to you. Like in that moment for the matador, it's just him, his I even got the names
cape?
right. His cape, there's two different ones.
Oh really?
I wrote the notes, but
I
would dig them. It's like there's colero or something, and then there's the short one because they start with the bigger one, right? Then they do the little red one. It's just him, the cloth, and the bull.
Yeah. And
everything else must focused into that. So the lesson that I was grabbing from that to answer your question is in just pursuing life, like in living my whatever, in this specific instance, career-wise, like I want to have that kind of intensity. And I wonder what...
That's so crazy, bro.
Yeah. And I wonder what will like come out of my life if I live it that way.
You don't think there's a certain level of dependability, like people depend on you-ish, so you probably should have a big cape instead of a little one? You know?
I think there is that. And I think as life definitely progresses, even for myself, there is that component for sure. But like from that conversation we had that day, I just felt like that is still a part of me as a man that has to be awakened. So maybe that's a better way to look at it. Like, how can I awaken it? But definitely, in the position that I am at this junction in life and the path that I've taken, I cannot be that close to the fire, right? That close to the risk of life and death. But then I guess what I'm asking is just individually, like, what do you lose when you don't awaken that part of you, that it's in you?
I wonder if you could trick it into doing something that makes you feel that way, but it's not as risky as you think. Could that be a thing?
It could be.
Because I feel like that's how people get into certain hobbies.
Yeah.
Like shooting guns. I'm sure that's part of it. The thrill. The knowing that you can defend yourself, the knowing that you have control over this like deadly thing, you know?
And that's actually true. That's one of those points actually that was pointed out in that Way of the Warrior book that I was reading. Not Way of the Warrior. It's King, Warrior, Magician, Lover. that the warrior has mastery over their instrument.
Mm.
So maybe it's more of a broader category, to your point, right?
Maybe that's part of the, because that makes sense, because you can't be taking those risks unless you've mastered
The craft.
whatever you're risking.
Yes. Because even to
That's good.
the matadors, just from my little research that I was doing, they start like 8, 9
Yeah,
years
they train
old.
with cows, right? Or
Yeah,
with,
they even
cut
train
their
with
horns.
mechanical ones, then little bulls. That like it's a whole. You start from a good neophyte before you're promoted into the initiate like class of it.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that progression of mastery over and over. But then in the moment, though, it's like mastery over fear in the moment. And I remember you were telling me the other time how they poke the bull and everything, right?
Like to kill him?
So they kill it in the final thrust.
Yeah.
But before that,
They slightly.
they slightly puncture it like his team does. And so for that initially the purpose of that, they hit the shoulder muscles. So the head, I guess, goes down. So I don't know if it's so
I
that it
didn't
can
even
do
know
that. Yep. And then it's in stages. Dude, I feel like we have to go. But at this point, I know there's people who think it's culturally all
It's
that.
definitely
and that.
terrible for the bull, right? But it's a insane part of the world culture. Like,
yeah.
That it's an experience,
It's experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I want to go see, because there's just that component of, so they do all that. It's more to infuriate the bull.
In parentheses, there's also things like hunting. We eat meat every day. Like,
yes.
for sure is a death through, I guess the most noble way you can say it is death for art, because that's like art,
because
right?
then they see it as art.
So you can see it as like something that is useless, I guess. At least they're not eating the bull, I guess, at least with hunting and stuff like that, or consumption. But it is a reality of the world. So,
and they were saying even like at least the bull gets to live longer, because normally they're
really?
raised for a long while before they are slaughtered, right? Before they get to the size of like this bull is now going to the ring, to the arena. So, but in it, I was saying how they poke it, they get it really, really enraged. One thing that I found very interesting is I thought it's the colors that make the bull run, like that make it all agitated, but it's not.
What is it?
Apparently, bulls can't see either. I think green and red. It's the shaking of the cloth.
Oh, really?
So it
doesn't
really
matter.
agitates them from their periphery vision, and that motion, they view it as a challenge. So that's why they keep coming and charging.
Yeah, I think that was just from a cartoon. They would say that the color red would, make you go to it, I guess. It sounds like a Looney Tunes kind of cartoon or something.
But because the colors are always so bright.
Yeah.
But also, I guess, hiding the blood too, in case the matador gets a little bit of the shank.
Man, I do remember after we talking about that, looking it up, like just some, and there was some dude like I think he got hit in the leg, and it was one of those arteries in your leg. But
did he survive?
No, he died.
Like there then?
What was crazy? I think he kept going, and like just
for the
died.
honor.
Yeah,
Bro,
something
that
like
makes me think of like a Japanese, like for the.
I don't know. I don't think
for my lord.
I guess he maybe thought it wasn't that bad. But yeah,
man.
I think the record though is pretty much in favor of the humans though.
Okay,
I think so. But
yeah.
I guess it's happened too. But do you know about the bull runs?
Bull, like through the streets?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's another thing that I guess you don't quite train for it, I would think.
Because that
And
one is
people
just
still do
normal
it.
people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone that wants to just... I mean, I don't know if they still do them, but you could
Like-
spectate it if you wanted.
Yeah, but for that one, I don't feel the same.
What? Of course.
No, I'm saying I don't feel the same thrill.
Like artistry.
Yeah,
like
artistry. Because this one feels
appreciation.
like there is such a, even the matador and the bull. I mean, there is such a deep. I don't know. It just feels more deep and sublime than
Yeah.
some foreigner tourist went and ran through the streets.
I don't think
He's
they're
the one who
foreigners. I
no,
think
no,
it's
like
a local
people go, even foreigners go and you can run, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel as majestic.
Bro,
maybe.
imagine, like the local government officials, if some city, like heavily influenced city in the United States, heavily influenced by Spain, imagine the local like government trying to like get like approval to go to do one of those, you know, like that would be impossible.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it over there. I guess there must be like a thing they sign.
So I saw even, is it Catalonia? The place I was trying to kind of secede some time back?
Not sure.
Uh,
Probably.
yeah, it was one of the main ones that still had, they outlawed it in
Oh.
like 2010. But I think in
Bullfighting or bull?
the matador one.
Okay.
And then in 2016, I think the Spanish government and large still like overran it. So it's still there.
Oh,
like
wow.
legally, I think they can still do it.
They just by cities don't do it.
Hmm?
They just some areas they.
There's just
don't
some
do it.
areas. So I don't think in that area they're still doing it.
Mm.
Yeah. But that's, dude,
Dang.
you face death.
We can go to a Real Madrid Barcelona game and then go to.
Dude, the game will feel like such a letdown.
No way! No way!
Yeah.
No way! There's no way.
Like
To see the fans on the stands
That's true.
with
That's
the
true.
huge like signs
That's
and the
true.
passion and the
That's-
screaming,
That's very true.
especially if
Yeah.
it's like a classic code like that.
Yeah.
Like,
And you just get caught up to in that wave, right?
Oh, yeah,
In
yeah.
the wave of the emotion and the energy that's flowing there.
yeah,
Dude, but this one though, it's like
it is definitely closer to death. So that definitely raises the stakes and keeps you like focused. UFC,
UFC, same thing. Yeah. So it must be something then, back to the point of us as men having that innate warrior thing within, that it has to be exercised one way or the other. And it's kind of like, I remember I gave you that example that time and you thought it was kind of funny.
Which one?
Of the analogy the guy from The Way of the Superior Man was making, of like that constraint and like busting away from constraint being a very heavily masculine thing. Like the pursuit of the masculine is seeking that freedom. Right?
Okay.
So you're getting constrained in football, for instance. The other team is constraining you. You're trying to bust through and get to the other side. It sounds very sexual, but it's the point that he makes is that it is like it's one and the same thing, right? Same thing sexually. You get constrained and then there is release.
I didn't even think about the sexual part until you mentioned it.
No, you thought about it last time too, and I think you made a
I think
funny
you might have
remark at it.
explained it like that, but yeah.
Yeah. So
It's the overtaking.
yeah, the overtaking and the conquering of death, right?
Yeah.
And I think even that time I mentioned how he mentions it in the book too, that an orgasm in French is what? La petite mort, like a small death.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember now? So going back to the matador, even that final round, because it's normally it's divided in three parts to the show, and the final one is where the matador comes in, and that one is called the trio. Is the word in Spanish? Is it trio or for third part? It's like the part of death. That's what the last bit of it is called. Yeah.
Trio is like a threesome, but I think
Hey. I
That's
know I was
what trio
giving a
means.
sexual analogy, but I don't.
yeah, the third act.
The third act is called the act of death. And I guess there is death of the bull, but also it's the final showdown of the matador with the bull. So he does like 5 of those runs, and then like finally he stands in front, and that's when he comes charging, he does the final one, and he has to drive the sword straight through there's a part of the shoulder that then hits one of the main arteries or whatever, one of the main blood vessels, and that's when the bull dies. And they're judged by how clean also they kill it. So you want to make it as, if it's clean, it's also the bull doesn't feel it. It dies right away.
Yeah.
So that's the other part that they use for, it's humane, because if you're killing some bull, like you're raising it, it's not living that long of a life, and then the process of slaughtering animals in the West is still very horrible for the animal.
Yeah, factory like.
Yeah, like you zap it before. So all that to say that the bit of the warrior, what happens when that dies? Do you think it goes back to the bit of, have you had that loop of strong men make good times, good times make weak men, weak men make bad times. Yeah, bad times bring in strong men.
I hear that a lot from the right for some reason. I don't like it.
I think it is usually said from the right because they're the people of responsibility and like stand up and that kind of thing. But could it be that whenever the warrior energy or spirit or whatever, however you want to look at it, that element of go and face death willingly, whenever that dies in a society, that there is a softening, right? And then when the softening happens, people even forget. Then when a bull comes in and it's trying to there's nobody to.
It's a crazy connection here, but every time I hear people complain about society or complain about the times, or complain that we're going downhill and the world's gonna end, kind of thing, I always try to choose to be on the side of there's this thing that humans have through history, and that everyone I think has felt at least once in their life, where they're just resilient regardless of the situations. So I think if I were to answer your question, I do believe in like humanity more than it, like ultimately I believe that humans have the ability through either like their genes or we were raised through generations to like overcome that.
Yeah.
So I feel like, to answer your question, it might slow down or die, like you're saying, but somehow it always comes back.
It comes back when forced by like situation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think that's an important point that you bring of the even to the gene level. Like we're anti-fragile, right?
That's a good way to see it.
Yeah, it's an idea that Nassim Taleb explores in his book by the actual name, anti-fragile. Sorry, and it's where the more hits you do on that thing, the stronger it gets, which is reversed because usually when you're hitting something, it dies. So humans by nature, like our immune system is anti-fragile, right? The more it's attacked, the stronger it gets. If it's obviously if the first blow doesn't kill it. So I can see that point.
So I think it's probably a good idea to be aware of it and work on it. I don't think there's much debate to that. Like, it's definitely a thing we should all try to if you awake. I don't know if awaken is the right word. Awaken sounds like a video game or like a movie, but
bring
more
it
so
to
like
life.
I think be aware of it and like train it. Maybe more so like train it.
Yeah. But maybe that's what I mean by awakening.
Yeah.
Like mastering it.
Yeah.
In expressing it in one way or the other. And maybe that's where martial arts come in, right? Comes in. Because you're learning a skill that could be used in war and in killing, but you're not using it for that. For the majority of the people who learn martial arts.
Fun question. Do you think people have a specific, like, you know how we all have personalities and we can all like be in different categories?
Yeah.
Maybe we all have one category of survival, or however you want to talk about it, that is more in tune to each one of us.
Oh,
wholeheartedly. That would be pretty cool to see if there's like a test for that or something like that. Because like,
I wonder about a test.
You could like argue that like being persuasive is one type of it.
Yeah.
Or like being strong, or learning how to fight, or learning how to negotiate.
Yeah.
Or learning how to work people, and
And it's like you're built towards those tendencies. One person is versus, and that's the thing that guy is the point is trying to make in that king warrior magician.
I should have wrote that book, I guess.
I'll get you a copy. But it's that some people are just more geared towards that, right? Versus like your lovers, they just want to experience everything. Like sensation is the end, right? Like if someone who, and to your point, he calls them archetypes. That these are big buckets that men can be divided into. Obviously, we can argue on specifics. Yeah, but I think he has a point. That there's some people who you just step in a room and you just want to relate to everyone. Like I just want to hear how are you, man? What's your history? Like, you're intriguing to me as a human being in that manner. Versus if a warrior steps in, it's like there is that detachment. Like, I'm here for a mission. Like, okay, who can I use, or how can that person and that person and that person help me achieve this mission? Right. A leader or a king on the other side, might come in with a different motive of, okay, I'm actually leading these people. I'm responsible for these people. Like, their thriving is on my hands. So there is truly, I think, now down to the personality level, I think it transfers through. Because really, you can see people who, or just from your encounters with men, in
with
life,
other people.
you can put them in one of those main 4 categories.
You think it's bad for people that are not naturally warriors to accept it and focus on something else?
I think no, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. And the reason I'm saying that, it seems like even in all societies there is that like dividing into that. Because the other one that just came to mind is in the Indian society, there is the Brahman class, which is like the priests and the whatever. Then there's a warrior class, I think Casitres, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And that's just then there's the merchants, your business folks. And I think the badness part of it comes when when the society itself gets so rigid, locked into those classes and categories like that you cannot move up and down. Because maybe you have a little bit of king, but maybe you're mainly warrior, but you still have like a lover.
Sounds like
element
like personalities.
It is.
Yeah.
But I think it's like personalities put in a bigger bucket, in essence, right?
Do you think how much warrior do you have?
I think that we had that conversation and it sent me into that whole tailspin of learning about that. I definitely think it must be something that was crying out from within me. Otherwise, I would not have had that interest. We'll have had that conversation. Yeah. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, cool, matadors. Okay, that's awesome. And I moved on.
We talked about, I don't want to repeat what we talked in the past, but that was one feeling that I had after doing mountain biking.
So because
I was going to do something dangerous.
Yeah, dude.
So all day I felt like,
wow,
the best. Especially when I did something new that I was skipping. Man, I remember the last time I went. There's always this part. You go in on this one side, and then it splits up.
Yeah.
You can go down here, or you can just jump over. And for 2 years, I was just going down here. And eventually I went to other places and I found these other sections that the only way to go through it is to just jump. And I went with some people that taught me how to jump it. And then...
so you mastered the craft.
Well, I mastered that jump. And later, I forgot there was this other trail that split up like that. And... I was like, oh, wow, I think I can do this. I've done it before, just somewhere else.
Yep.
But in my mind, like, I've always skipped it because it's scary. It's dangerous. And I went through it and I was like, I got close and I looked at it and I was like, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go around. On that same area, right? Okay. The way that it splits.
Yeah.
And because you have to assess the situation.
Yeah.
Went back and was like, I'm going to do it. If it feels right, I'm going to go for it. And it felt right. And I just, I flew a little bit. And I'm sure it wasn't even that high or anything.
Yeah.
But you definitely feel that you're in the air for like a good second and a half. Heels back.
Did you land it?
Oh yeah, it was awesome. It was so cool.
How did that feel? So cool.
Insane. Oh, yeah? Amazing. Yeah.
Would you compare it to the Little Death?
Yeah, I would say so because every time that I skipped it, I thought about it. I could not let it go.
Man.
Yeah, I was like, I have to do it one time. I have to do it. Or every time I would skip something and be like, yeah, not today.
Yeah.
All week I'm thinking about it.
Man.
And then on the way there,
it doesn't let you. It doesn't leave you. It doesn't leave your mind.
Mhm.
It possesses you.
Yeah. And then the next week, I'm on the way to that trail and just thinking about that part. But yeah, and that's kind of what I was trying to say earlier. Like, that's an activity that you could argue like has a little bit of that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like it captures that. Man, okay.
Yeah.
You've got me sold on mountain biking.
Whenever the ticks are gone, we'll go.
Oh, it's tick season.
Tick season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, September, October, we can go.
I'm down.
You got time to save.
I need
too.
a better bike. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You knew exactly where I was going.
Oh yeah.
I need a better bike because that one that when we did it last time, dude, my butt was hurting so bad for like a
There
week.
was no bike there to be going up there.
And my thighs were yeah, it was not fun. Nope. I need something bouncy like the one you have.
Yeah, I need some suspension.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've thought about maybe doing some, even if it's like I'm still attached, like rock climbing, indoor rock climbing would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would be really cool too. But I feel like the community, maybe I can be, maybe I'm wrong and someone wants to take us out.
Yeah.
But paintball.
Dude,
You
I've
know?
always wanted to try paintball.
You never tried it?
I've tried it.
I had the
I'm
worst
sorry,
experience when I was like 12 when I went.
What happened?
Well,
Did you get shot in the face?
No, I went. It was Israel's birthday. I think he was turning 13 or something. We were like peak, like teenager, like we're doing risky things, having fun.
Yep.
Who cares? We went to El Paso to do that. We rented our stuff, and they were giving us gear to like protect ourselves. But in my mind, I was like, this isn't enough, and it was just like heavy jackets. It wasn't like protective gear really.
And this was paintball, not airsoft.
No, not airsoft.
Okay.
Paintball.
Dude, airsoft hurts.
I would rather do airsoft.
Bruh.
With the plastic pellets?
Yeah.
Nah, it's fine. Those
It
are
hurts.
fine. No, it does not hurt. I've been shot in the face with those. And They don't hurt as much.
Okay. Because those ones can actually pierce the skin.
Yeah, but they're like stings. These are like,
Yes.
boom, like a crash.
Or you find somebody who freezes their paintballs. And it's like,
Well, oh, they do that?
some of those bad boys, some of those bad warriors
Well,
who don't honor the art.
they put you in teams. There's obstacles. The whole field is happening. And you just go and you just try to take people out. And I was trying to get to people.
Yep.
And I remember shooting at someone, hiding. And then my pants fell. I was tripping.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I was 12 and the clothes were for like the general people. So like, that wasn't really even the problem because I could just get up and
Don't
go
tell
to
me you
work.
got shot in the balls or something.
I got shot right in the back, but it was like right close, like this. Some asshole, like adult, just went and like boom, like right here, from this close, no,
Ooh.
and it hurt so bad, and it cried, and it was like the worst experience. And I stopped, and I didn't do it again.
Oh man.
But it would be really cool,
Yeah.
to like go with people that know and tell you like this is the strategy, this is what we're doing, this is how
Or
you
even do
shoot,
like
this
the
is
one
how
where
you
it's
reload.
more in the woods, kind of in the foresty
Yeah.
looking area.
Dude, and that one that we went, this one was like an obstacle one. They had another area that I didn't do because I was crying,
Yeah.
but it was all woods like
was
that.
it a bad experience because you got shot or because you cried and they made fun
Both, because it hurt a lot, and then I chickened out. So later I was like, why did I do this? You should ask Israel about it because he tells it really funny. But they had this other area where it was all like woods, and it looked so sick.
Man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down. I'm down to go and try that again. Or like, I feel by now you have overcome your trauma from 13, whatever many years ago that was.
Later when I was older, 16, 17, we just had airsoft guns and we would just shoot each other all the time.
Man, airsoft hurts. I've been
They
to a
do.
paintball and an airsoft one, and I remember just the airsoft one stinging.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I went to paintball one in high school, and somebody shot me from so I know that pain. Like they shot me from really close, and then they shot me like right here in my hand. Oh, it was so bad.
I bet.
Sorry, man. I was old enough where I didn't cry.
No,
Shot him back.
Whenever I got hit, I bet you it was from. You know how like you have a space here that even if they slap you like this, it hurts. Like it stings.
Yeah.
I bet that's where it hit me. Because it would hurt so bad. Like I was just like.
That guy was like, today I'm gonna show this little kid, not to come to the grown man spot.
I don't know. I'm sure it was like a 19-year-old too. Like to me, it looked old. But I don't know. Stuff like that is fun. Like control danger is cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Something that I probably wouldn't do though, even though it's control, is like skydiving.
Oh yeah, I remember we went through that whole list of what you will. Really, for me, I will do skydiving.
I don't know. The potential, the risk, the worst risk is death.
Yeah.
Yeah. The worst risk in other stuff is broken bones.
Yeah, but then,
that sucks too, but it's not death.
Like, think of it this way, right? How many people do you think die from skydiving compared to just driving on the road?
That's not what we're talking about.
No.
That's not what we're talking about.
No, if we're saying the risk is death, you jump in your car every day.
This is a terrible statistic.
Nah,
this is a terrible
is.
statistic. It's the same statistic. Okay, okay. If you actually have a comeback after I say this, you just like go absurd, completely ridiculous.
Okay.
The statistic that you're using is ridiculous because it's the same statistic that they use about sharks. How many people get bitten by sharks? Though. Yes, but how many people drive to work every day?
Many.
How many people go swimming with sharks every day?
Okay.
Many?
The sample.
No. 10 people, 20 people a day. That's ridiculous. The proportion is insane. Same thing with skydiving. Sure. You don't skydive to work.
Sure, I don't skydive to work, but still the risk of that happening is still very low. Is what I'm trying to say.
It is low.
The risk, even if you took the same sample size, the risk would be way higher driving than skydiving.
We don't have the statistics, so we don't know.
No, I bet we do, dude. If people were skydiving and diving and dying,
diving.
If people are skydiving and dying left and right, I bet you would know. It's the same thing with like planes, right? The risk is so low nowadays. No. It's so low that when it happens, it's a big deal.
It's not even the same.
It is.
Because how many, let's say, okay, if you're saying equal, you're saying they're about equal, right?
Proportionally.
Okay, so so how many,
if you're to take the same sample
how many
size.
people die in a car accident in your estimation in a week?
In the US?
Yeah, I mean, whatever statistic you're thinking.
More than 1,000.
Okay, so
I would say
how many people? How many people drive every week?
The sample size is big.
You said that the sample size was the same. You said if the sample size is the same, I'm saying the statistics the same.
No. What I said was.
You also don't have the statistics.
What I said
so I don't know why you're arguing.
If you take a sample size of 10, right?
You can do that to have a real statistic though, because all of them are gonna survive. Of course, if you do 10.
Okay, if you take 1,000,
that's still too little.
No, of 1,000.
Yes,
bro. I bet you the accident statistics are in the thousands. They maybe do like one in. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, 1,000 is little. You're right. Yeah. If 1 in 1,000 was dying,
yeah,
we'll not be driving out
that's
here.
a lot.
Okay, and that. Okay, I see your point.
We should look it up.
To have a real statistic
maybe I'm wrong
would
too.
be a little bit hard.
Maybe I'm wrong too. We should look it up.
But I bet you 100,000 people are not skydiving a year. Maybe that's where you're coming from, right? Or a week.
Yeah.
But maybe there's there must be a sweet spot where you can have enough numbers of people skydiving.
Yeah, it's considered.
It's very safe.
It's considered safe.
Like,
right.
Have you ever heard of anyone?
Yes, but I've never signed
from statistics to.
I've also never signed a waiver to drive a car that I'm gonna die.
You signed a waiver when you got your license.
That if you die, it's your fault.
Yeah, you got training. And you signed something to get your license, no?
I guess that's true.
You signed a waiver that you could die or kill someone.
I don't know, man.
The way of the warrior.
I'm gonna jump with a bull in the air.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that'd be
I think that
it's a hard case to make.
to me is always the worst case scenario in the situations.
Like, think of it this way, right? You gave me the example of your crazy adventure in Costa Rica with the boat.
Okay.
Like, there you got close, right?
Did I say this on the podcast?
No, not on the podcast.
Went to Costa Rica. Just to recap, went to Costa Rica with my family, and we were staying at an Airbnb, really nice Airbnb, and the people that were running the Airbnbs had all these recommendations. Or no, we had a driver for the week, and the driver had a friend that he recommended that could take us to an island. So what happens a lot is that if you go to these countries, sometimes if you stay at a resort, they charge you for the same trip to go from the resort to the island. It's like $400, something like that per person, something like that.
Man,
But if you know the right person, they can take you on a smaller boat,
get a deal.
get a super deal.
Yeah.
You go to the same island, do the same things.
You just have to know. You have to know a guy who knows a guy.
You just have to know. In this case, our driver knew someone. When we get there, this guy was from the Netherlands,
Hey,
and
the good boat builders.
I haven't met a lot of Eastern or I haven't met a lot of European people, but it always seems to me like they're very laid back.
Yeah.
They don't. Danger is danger is nothing.
Yeah.
We're in the beach.
We've seen worse.
Yes.
Our ancestors have seen worse.
We're on the beach. We're a beautiful day. Nothing can go wrong, right? We get onto the speedboat. We get there.
And this
snorkeled.
is like a proper speedboat.
Yeah. It's not like
Yeah, it's not like Florida racing.
no, but it's going fast, and it's like an hour to get there. So we were like an hour in the boat. On the way there, it was great. Beautiful day.
Yep.
We snorkeled. We were laying down eating Coco Locos, like they call them.
What are those?
There's just a cheesy way to call like coconut, like rum with alcohol.
Oh.
Or coconut water with rum.
Coco Locos.
Yeah, that's cheesy.
Yeah.
But we saw turtles. We swam. Like we played volleyball. It was great. But on the way back,
Ooh.
oh my!
The sample size, the risk.
The problem. Immediately, I knew there was something wrong. Whenever we got on our boat, we're going in. Starts getting rocky, and then I look to my left, and then there's this big, like maybe like 100 people boat, rocking like this. And I'm like, oh no, what is going on? Like I swear, everyone in that boat had to have like thrown up. Because it was like moving, like tilting like crazy.
And by then you guys are feeling it if they're tilting like that.
Well, what happened with us is that in our scenario, it wasn't so much that it was tilting. It was that the waves were so wild that the only way to make it was to just go zoom through. Because like there, I learned that the waves have like a length. So the longer the waves, the easier it is for the boat to just ride the wave and then ride it back, right? But these waves were really close to each other. So every time you went through one, the next one was coming. So it was just like boom, 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 boom.
Hold on to dear life, honey.
Yes, and I was with my mother-in-law. I was with my father-in-law, my sister-in-law, her husband, and their kid. And at first it was so funny because the first 10 minutes it was like straight panic. Because like
screaming and all.
It wasn't screaming, but like we were all like trying to stay calm, right? So we were like holding on the boat, and all of a sudden you started to hear like the boat like start hitting the waves, and then all of a sudden the guy was driving, he was like, here it comes, hold on. And then the boat would just go shoo, bah, just land on the thing. And what I say about like first 5-10 minutes of panic were hilarious, because we didn't know this was about to start happening. And then the bags were out, and then things started to fly out of the bags. And then my mother-in-law was just jumping and trying to hold onto the thing. And then the guy driving was like grabbing our stuff and putting it under the boat. And then people were screaming. And then my nephew, I guess, was cracking up, thinking it was like the funniest thing in the world.
How old is his nephew?
17.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's not afraid of death at all.
Yep. Be a candidate for the matador.
Yes, he would
tournament
be a
there.
great matador. No, that him and his dad, they're legit because they're certified like deep. I don't know if it's deep diving, but it's like scuba diving.
Okay, so maybe they've seen.
They're really
They've
familiar
seen
with
these
water
waves before.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know, but
Okay.
it was just the whole thing was just like a combination of like this is ridiculous. This is like this is like panic, and then what was cracking me up the most is that this all was happening, and then it was like, okay, we got an hour to go.
Of that.
So for a whole hour, we're just like boom, boom, boom. We were just holding onto the boat,
Oh
like
my.
upset.
Was it
thinking-
raining at the same time?
It wasn't raining. It was just like
Okay.
the waves were just gonna be like that. But what ended up happening, or what I think should have happened, is that our laid back friend
Mhm.
should have known, and I think he did. He just didn't care that the waves were gonna be bad. Because they know, like, when how the
Oh, you
waves are
can
gonna
check the weather
yes,
or something?
you can check.
Oh.
They have like a
You don't
specific.
just-
No. Everyone has like all boats.
Yeah.
know, like they can look up like specifically how the ocean's gonna behave that day. He
I
should
see,
have been
I
like,
see.
yeah, we should probably not go. Or if you want to go, you should go in a bigger boat.
I see. You think
Not care.
you think he was pursuing the thrill? A little bit part of him was like,
well, think about it.
I'm
man.
gonna give these guys the
No.
most memorable experience.
I
Was
don't
he
think,
panicked at all?
I don't. I think he was trying to keep us calm, but at some point he was like, "We'll make it, guys." I was just like, "Oh no." But I mean, you can imagine. He moved from the Netherlands to Costa Rica. He lives by himself. I'm sure something happened in his life then.
Yeah,
He was like, I'd rather be here than whatever's at home.
that's true. But they're good with water too. Those.
He did say that he did a lot of deep diving. It was actually a really cool idea. He said, or experience. He was saying that there's a lot of, I guess at the time there's a lot of like submarines and boats that like went to the bottom of the ocean. So there's areas you can go and there's gonna be stuff to look at. So people travel to those oceans and parts of the world to deep dive, and they see like submarines and ships, and
There's treasure.
I guess you could find some treasure, yeah. But it's like a whole thing. But I feel like, man, I was even considering myself, like, do you think, could I certify myself to deep dive or scuba dive and stuff like that?
Yeah.
No.
So you wouldn't.
I would
deep
rather
dive?
skydive than do that.
I would rather do that than skydive.
Really?
No, like skydive to me feels like a lesser challenge. Cause you just
Yeah, it's definitely a lesser challenge.
shoot, and you're good.
It's definitely
Like
a
there
lesser
is no
challenge.
yeah.
The poise and calmness you have to have to be underwater for that long, and also if something goes wrong, because sometimes it does, have the calmness to be like, okay, what do I do?
And I think that taps into that little bit
My
of that warrior then.
God,
Like you've mastered the craft of just going down and controlling your fear.
whew,
Bro,
that's rough.
come on, you should try that.
Let's go to the pool and see how long we can hold our breath first.
The pool, but the pool is known.
I'm
like
kidding,
you
I'm
can
kidding.
see through. Because I bet with those ones you get to a point where it's like complete darkness with the ocean, right?
I don't know which type of like deep diving it is, but there's some of it. Yeah, some of them are.
Mm-hmm. And you're just there. Do you think there is sound down there? Or can sound, because you're a sound man, can sound travel through water that's heavy in salt and atmospheric?
I'm sure that
atmospheric pressure like that.
some of it. Yeah, I'm sure. Maybe not. Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't see why not.
Huh, I wonder what it
I don't know. I've
sounds
never been.
like over there. Yeah, the deep abyss. So would you rather do that or go to space?
Ooh. We talked about this, right?
We did. Yeah, we did.
Shit.
But now that we've had our matador conversation of why it's important to have a little warrior,
I almost think the space.
Space is
I would
more
rather go to space than go down to the ocean.
to the ocean.
I'm coming at it as I'm scared of all of them, and you're coming out of it as like, what's the challenge?
Yeah, like what's the bigger challenge for you?
The biggest challenge would probably be the water. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I feel like there's space.
What about, because, well,
Like there's so many more.
let's define
moving-
space though. Because space can be just in a ship, or it can be like space, like floating, or what is the space?
Spacewalking.
Spacewalking. Well, now that's something.
Oh, okay.
I almost think I would rather in
I'd
spacewalking.
rather the water.
Really?
Yeah.
No way, bro.
Because
Imagine.
here's why. I think the water, it's you. Your you not have as many pieces of equipment that could malfunction.
What? Yeah,
No.
you do.
What?
Yeah. Well, I guess not. But if
Think-
one malfunctions in
No,
the water,
yeah.
you're done.
But if in space, some little bit of debris, some dust just hits you. Boom.
No, it's not. No, that's not how it works.
I thought it's
No, because
you're going super fast.
Yes, but everything else is also going fast.
So if it hits you though, it doesn't.
Nothing's
hit you
gonna
with a
come at you
bigger-
like that.
Hey. But something cold. Like
I think it would be very unlikely.
okay.
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong.
So we'll have to ask that
Because
question.
everything's going that fast.
We'll have to ask that question when we have the astronaut on the podcast. Same way we'll ask the matador the deep details. But we don't think. To me, space just seems like it has more uncontrollable things, and that's why I'd rather do the deep sea diving. Because yes,
guess
the
you-
equipment is there, but then the key thing is you and your fear.
Mm.
I'd rather bet on myself like that.
I just feel like I feel like way more useless underwater than with a suit on space. No?
Like a suit feels like a football player.
Okay, let's also determine that both options are if we both get trained.
Yes,
To do both.
Of course,
Yes,
of
yes.
course. Hey, yeah. No,
Okay.
I ain't doing none of that. If I didn't get it,
I feel like if I get trained on both, I
Yeah.
would rather do the space one. No?
I still would rather do the.
Imagine being up there and looking at this, like the Earth, in that
Oh, yeah.
manner.
I have that on my list of things I have to do before I check out of this planet Earth.
Yeah, I'll look. I'll even go just to look at the, what is that layer?
The stratosphere.
Yeah, one of those
layer,
spheres.
whatever. Like you're outside and you just see a little bit. You see the planet, like Katy Perry and them.
Sure.
Did they go far enough to look at? I
don't
think they
know.
saw it, right?
Yeah. Imagine that. How must that feel?
I think it's a little bit of that, of a little death. Like
Yeah.
you have left mother.
Mm-hmm.
You have left comfort. You have left.
Little death.
Yeah, you've left the place that gave you life, and now you're looking at it from the outside. I wonder
That's
what goes.
awesome.
I wonder what goes on through the mind at that point.
I
Like,
don't know. That's,
can you
that's
do
tough
that?
too, because like, what else is it gonna be a thrill?
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking with the matadors after you've slaughtered it. Like, what does that come down look like, adrenaline wise, right? And then
You think they get depressed?
I was actually I was googling, and you were saying some of them take that moment to just like go and have like a prayer, or eat food, be around friends and company, and because I bet you, bro, dude, you've come that close to
Yeah.
being gone. Do you think someone can go to space, see the Earth like that, and still believe God doesn't exist?
I mean, yeah, I can see people thinking that,
I
especially if
don't
they're
know how.
people of science.
I don't know how. Because, like, I'm just saying, from that level, it must be
I'll tell you this.
extremely humbling
At
to see the planet.
least, maybe not God,
Yeah.
but at least that that we're not an accident.
And then,
At least.
but by virtue of just admitting that one statement,
yeah,
you're admitting
yeah. But I think what
you're
people
admitting that there must be a purposeful mover.
I think what people struggle with when it comes down to stuff like that is whenever people tell them that whatever it is exactly like that. So that's why I'm always hesitant to say like this is how it is,
Mm.
because I think that there's a big step to thinking this is not an accident.
Mm.
right? And however that is interpreted at the time,
Mm-hmm.
it's already pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. I see. But
Yeah.
what I see it the other way where,
That's why I said
yeah,
at least that.
at least, yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't even have to live here to think this is not an accident.
Well, you asked about the specific
But
question
yeah,
about
with the space
about
one,
the space one. Yeah, there's a lot of things already here that make you think that way.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. Some of my best friends just had a baby,
Mm-hmm.
and even that,
Mm.
just like
Oh, human
how
life.
insane
Yeah.
that your body is like meant to create life. Oh my god, it's insane.
At what point do you think that life has a soul?
Whenever they leave space.
No. Like before it's born.
Oh.
Do you think?
This is all speculation, but
No, I mean, yeah, sure.
Uh,
Yeah, it's speculation to an extent,
yeah.
right?
Um.
Do you think the moment the sperm and the egg meets, that the soul that was meant for that being is there?
Let's adjust this conversation to something more substantial. This
No, I
seems
think-
like a high school question.
No. I think that's
Like I think people argue about like
no. I
like-
think this is one of the deepest questions you can ask.
it's a little old, but
No, really.
let's
though.
do it.
I really think it's one of.
I don't think. Okay,
Uh-huh.
this is why we always disagree
Yeah.
because we don't have an answer.
No, but
That's
that's,
why-
the beauty of it. We don't have to have an answer.
I know, but
Like we're on a journey,
just-
so.
I just want to share
Mm.
with my friend
Mhm.
that to me it's always hard to argue about something that I know doesn't have an answer.
Oh, okay.
So we can talk about it, but
Yeah, that's because we're talking about
Yeah.
it. I'm not trying to convince you one way or the
No,
other
I know.
that there's an answer. But to you, like I think that's the most important thing. Like, what do you think?
at least I'm sure that maybe in the embryo, maybe I can't say for sure because I've never seen an embryo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe if once I have kids and I see them in the ultrasound, maybe
Yeah.
I'll have a different perspective. But at least when they're alive, because and the reason because I say that
Mhm.
is because I've seen like in a funeral
Mhm.
people that are just dead,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen them open casket,
Yeah,
and you can tell they're not there.
yeah.
So whatever is alive has a soul, and at least that's how I would define it.
So if it's whatever is alive, then that line is pushed way back.
Sure. I mean, if you believe aliveness is way back, yeah.
I think
That's how I would define it. And that's the example I can give, like in a personal experience. Like, have you ever seen that? Using open casket?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
yeah.
It's,
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
It's like this is
It's
not,
just a body.
This is not who I knew.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like it's a shell.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
It's
literally
crazy.
a shell of the person.
And it's so crazy to see too.
Mm.
I honestly wish. I mean, I guess it gave me some perspective, but I wish I never did.
How come?
I think I saw two people. One was my grandma,
Mm-hmm.
and another one was one of my friends.
Your grandma. I thought your grandma is. Oh,
The other one,
okay. You do have that.
my dad's
Two
mom.
pairs. Okay.
My
okay.
dad's mom.
Yeah.
So my dad's mom, and then my friend's brother-in-law. And both times there's, like after those times, I was like, I'm never doing this again
Mm.
because I didn't want to have the last memory of them be that.
I see.
Yeah.
Because the way that I see it is on the weighing it versus like seeing that, it puts a whole awakening. It brings an awakening to your mind on just like life being so short.
Yeah.
Because you see it and you see the dead.
It is definitely a. Yeah, it does that.
Mm-hmm. So on the soul one, I think as far back as when they join.
I would
And
think so because it's alive.
Yeah, it's
not
alive.
full, but it's alive.
But imagine it for like people who have it and then have a miscarriage. To them, it's alive, fully alive.
Yeah.
It's not that
Well,
thing did not exist.
Some people don't believe in that.
Some people don't believe in that.
Yeah, some people don't think it's a baby until it's born.
No,
It
but
might
if
not
some
weigh. It
people
might
don't-
not weigh on them as much.
I don't think so. I beg to differ. If a woman has a miscarriage, it's a very painful experience for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So there's no way you say.
I'm saying like.
So by virtue of that,
It's like I would think so.
Mhm.
At least I would think if a couple believes in abortion.
Mhm.
Believe sounds like a weird word. It's not
Mhm.
believing. It sounds like a religion. But
Yeah.
if they
if they
are
they're,
in favor,
they're fine with it.
if they're fine with abortion,
Yep.
I would think that a miscarriage being really sad would also not weigh as much because they have that perspective.
Mm-hmm.
At least I feel like it would be contrarian to what they believe, no?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Which I hope that's the case. I guess it gives them comfort. But regardless, it is definitely sad.
Mm.
You know something?
That's
You know,
an interesting point.
you know,
I
an
didn't see it from that
interesting. I didn't know until our friends started to have kids. I didn't know that they didn't say you're not quite supposed to say anything until they're 3 months in.
Yeah, 3 months. What's that like? I mean, because in that they count it in weeks and stuff.
Right.
12 weeks.
4 times 3. 12 weeks.
Hey, gotta exercise
But
this old brain. I've been using ChatGPT a little bit too much.
to do 4 times 3.
12 weeks.
I think in Mexico people just say it.
Like the moment they know.
I think so.
Do you think there's a bit of they say it, then there's faith, and
Maybe.
and then it comes to pass?
Maybe.
So for me, that's why I feel like the soul is there way before. So it's a being.
Yeah, I have a hard time talking about things that don't quite have an answer.
How come?
I feel like there's more useful things to talk about, probably. It's fun. I'm not saying it's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why immediately I tried to like think of an
it's a high school
example.
question. Like, no, this is a fundamental question.
Maybe I'll give you more background.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a high school question. That's not fair. It's not a fair judging of the question. But growing up in a religious environment,
Mm-hmm.
all those questions were very like talked about. So I feel like I've talked about this from I was like 13. So to me it feels old, but I'm sure it's not old.
Because to me, I feel like those are the most fundamental questions. Because everything else, if it's answered, it loses. It's that same way of the warrior. It's going to the unknown a little bit, right? Like you're going to dig in that unknown for your own self to see, like, okay, what actually do I think of this situation that so many people might have talked about, but there is no definite answer to it. It's still something you can explore, and you might go there and the answer you find, and the answer you end up finding for yourself, maybe it's not even what you'll have thought or what you'll have wanted. So for me, that's why these conversations are important. Yeah.
So you like to explore the unresolved.
Yeah.
Exploring the unresolved.
Oh,
It's a good way to say it.
sounds like a good name for this podcast.
It's like if I
because we're still exploring exploring to find a name. Exploring the unresolved.
That's terrible.
Dude, it's gonna sound like a UFO. What are those
Conspiracy
called?
theories.
Conspiracy.
Oh no, that was terrible. It's like if I ask you, what do you think is at the bottom of the ocean?
No, it's not like that.
Well, no, it's unresolved.
I thought it's known what's at the bottom. No.
No, are you serious? That's part of why the ocean is so cool and scary. Because it's like 70% of it no one's ever been in.
But they've sent like a robot or something.
It's still so much deeper than that.
Even so, you're telling me at the deepest point, how did they know that was the deepest point without sending something in there?
Whoa.
Right? Because we have a measurement for the deepest point.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think it's just that big.
No, but we know how deep the deepest point is. But I guess that's not to say it's explored.
That's true, I guess.
As in, like, we might have dropped something, and
like Mars, where they send a machine or something, and takes pictures.
Yeah, but it takes pictures, so that's explored.
How do they know that is that big if they've never been?
not that human being, but
I know,
also
but-
it's that there might not be any pictures. Is what I was trying. I was saying maybe that. That's
So you
the-
can. So
that's
you
the
think
weaker
someone.
part of
So
that
you
argument.
think someone knows what's in every part of the ocean?
No, not every part, but
Most of it. You mean?
maybe not most of it. Because yeah, I've had
You're disagreeing with yourself.
it's unexplored. You're right. The majority of it is.
I'm just trying to express a question that to me is similar.
Run that question again. I think I.
Why do you think what is there at the bottom of the ocean?
Oh, that was it. What is there at the bottom of the ocean? That's why I said we know what's at the bottom of the ocean. No, it's
Sand?
what is there at the bottom of the ocean?
Is
Yeah,
we don't have to
we don't- yeah.
talk about the question, but
Yeah.
it's the same thing. Like, what's at the
Oh.
end of space? You know, like
I see.
we don't know. So why are we wasting our time?
No, but we don't know. Not we don't
Oh,
know
we'll
why
never
we're
know.
wasting our time. Why not go and find out? Maybe that's where I was heading with. We know this. We know the deepest part of the ocean because we've gone and measured it. So same way,
We're
the
gonna
only
go,
way is to go and find out.
So we're gonna go find out if there's a soul in an embryo.
No, not we're gonna go and find out. I think this one, of course, shifts from a material conversation to a spiritual conversation very quickly,
Right.
right? Because the moment I say, "Do you think it has a soul?" at that point, we're not talking material in the material world anymore.
I wonder why.
We've shifted to a different way of looking.
I
at the
wonder
world.
why I'm that way.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know. I always try to analyze that too, because it makes sense. Like, there's nothing. There is usefulness to that,
Mhm.
to asking questions that don't have an answer.
Mhm.
But I wonder why I don't like those questions.
Like you mentioned the bit of just that there was a lot of that growing up. Do you feel like that repulsed you from that? Like,
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
tired of this. I want to have
Maybe.
definite things.
Yeah, I feel like there was a need for more structure. Maybe.
Mm.
Yeah. Maybe it also touches a part of me that is like personal.
Mm.
So I don't like to
Ah,
be.
yeah.
I feel like a lot of times we have opinions that are not useful.
Mhm.
So it's better not to say them, you know?
So you want just straight up facts?
Not facts, but I think I would like to focus when I talk, not even like a podcast scenario, like
Yeah.
just in general. Like I like to focus on things that can bring they can be helpful,
Mm.
you know.
But do you like to focus on things that can be helpful that have already been explored? Because maybe I think that's where we're having a difference.
Mhm.
I'm saying, yes, we can focus on things that have already been explored and we know an answer to, and that can be helpful. But also, we can go and be the ones who go to try and find an answer and dig around, excavating. And
I feel like the helpfulness that would come from it is if someone has a similar opinion, they will find comforting that someone else is like them, has that opinion.
but also for
No.
you, just for yourself. Like there is the benefit of knowing what you kind of think about something. Like something like that, of
Yeah.
soul.
It's hard though.
Mhm.
I feel like I can't say someone for sure.
Yeah.
Even though that's something I would believe,
Mm.
it's hard to say like this is how it is.
But this is where it's gonna sound funny. It's my truth. It becomes your truth, right?
It does.
Because if you don't maybe this is where I'm coming from. If you don't explore it yourself, you just end up taking the view of someone else.
Mm,
And if you don't, although it's
that's great.
ambiguous, like people have different views on it.
Mhm.
It's not we've nailed this thing down. This is the correct answer. If you don't go and dig it yourself in conversation,
Yeah,
you just accept whatever.
that's exceptional.
Yeah.
That's why I always try to
So
say.
if you don't go to the bottom of the ocean,
Well, no, that's not wrong, because that is exactly why
Yeah.
every time I talk about something,
Mm.
I try to give a personal experience, because that's the closest. That's the closest
Yeah.
that I can explain something without, like, calling it my truth.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, very true.
Damn, we just went on a whole circle. Came back to the same point. But yeah.
So it's a heavy question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you something at least I had today.
Mhm.
And I think this has been a general wrestling one.
Mhm.
And it added, excuse me, it added so much clarity. I was listening to this podcast, Better Life podcast, by Brandon Tanner and his co-host.
He's gonna be mad at you.
It's like Kat Carvihito, whatever his name is.
Mhm.
It's a wonderful podcast. And it's like this guy is in real estate. They talk about just life in general. So they talk about real estate, making money in real estate, and without losing your soul. That's a tagline of the podcast, and general life stuff. But to this specific one, they had this guest. I can't remember his name at the moment, but
we need to be better at that because I forget names.
Yeah,
so bad.
Yeah, so that if somebody is even listening, they can, and if they want to find, they find value in that point, they can go, find it for themselves, and discover their own truth. He mentioned a point of which I think we've had this discussion. So it's a question we've wrestled, the two of us with. We've wrestled on it before. He said, I want to buy my wife time back. Like, why make money? I want to be able to buy my wife's time back.
Okay.
Right? Or give her that ability. Mm-hmm. So this example he's giving, he was like, when the wife gave birth, the first however many weeks, or even past that, like he has 3 kids. As they're raising the kids, he doesn't want her to have to spend time cleaning the house, for instance, right? If he's out there earning money, like that is a task that he's outsourced to somebody for $3,000 a month. So literally, he's buying her time back for her. And I thought that is a very close, proximal, like perfect way to look at it of why to be a billionaire.
Well, you got me that time with the living more life in the same amount of time.
In the same amount of time. Oh, so that's it.
Same thing, but you're giving it.
Yeah, so someone. It's getting, it's I've gotten more, what would you say? More meat to the skeleton now. Because I really asked myself that question. Like, am I just after a money monger? Like, not money monger. Am I just after money for money's sake? I truly, because I had this conversation with someone else, and
I like money monger.
What is a monger? Actually?
No, well they say
is that the same?
They say like fear monger.
Fear monger.
So this is money monger.
Money monger.
I don't even know if that's a thing, but it sounds like
it has that alliteration to it.
Yeah.
Money monger. Oh, it sounds like it could be a rap verse. Money monger, big bonker out here. Okay, so I had that same conversation with somebody, and they asked me that same question, like, why? Like, in essence, it felt like it had a little bit of a moral judgment to it. Like, why do you want to do that? Kind of like how JP, Jordan Peterson, used to ask, like, why will somebody want to do that? Why will somebody want to give up their whole life to dedicate time towards a high-end career that whatever, and then whatever he says to that, right?
Yeah.
But it has a little bit of a judgmental sense to it.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that? And so I've been wrestling with that. Like, why pursue that? And then my answer was like, I'm a Christian. The Bible does give a commandment to leave enough wealth to your children's children. So that's 2 more generations after you, as a commandment, right? Well, not directly as a commandment, but a good father should leave wealth to the children's children. But then still that felt it felt too far. Like, in order to feel it tangibly, right?
Yeah.
But this one, when this guy said that, I don't know, it sat so well with me. I was like, yeah, that's a good reason why.
Yeah.
I'm going to wake up tomorrow and grind for my wife to have her time back, to have the option to decide, do I want to work? No, I want to stay home, raise the kids. Or I want to do whatever. Like, to me, that is so, because your spouse should be obviously more important in the hierarchy of things than your children, for sure, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
they come out of the marriage. If the marriage is strong, the children are going to be strong. So what do you think of that?
So you're not wrestling with it anymore. It seems
No,
like it, right?
I've gotten a deeper peace with it.
Oh.
And I'm more, the skeleton has more meat of why.
Yeah, I mean, I've never thought the act of wanting to make more money is like bad
Mm.
or should be seen greedy. But it is like a lot of other good things, something that you can fall into and lose yourself.
Very true.
So, I think refocusing on something like that is the only or one of the very small ways that you can ethically say, I want to make this much money or buy time back or something like that.
Mm.
We've always had a discrepancy on how much, right?
That's the thing, though,
But
on the how much bit of it.
because and you've always asked the right question, like
Mm-hmm.
what's the goal, right?
Yeah.
There's a goal.
Yeah.
So like, if you want to buy time back and live more life in the life you have,
Mm-hmm.
that number, at least for me, is not as big as some of the greedy people that I see out there.
Mm. Yeah, I see that.
At least that's what I think about when you ask that.
Mm. Mm. I think.
Because like, if your goal is like, yeah, I want to own a social media company and go to space,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like, well, yeah, then
Yeah, you're gonna need a little.
you're gonna need a few billion. For that.
Yeah, a few billion to spare
Yes.
to go to space.
So, but if your goal is what you say is, which is, let's say my goal is to live more and provide and live for my family, and I don't need to lose myself in the billions.
But how much do you need to live for your family?
Well, that's a good number. You have to put together.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
depends on anyone.
then-
It depends on
No, I mean, we're talking.
depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Me? You want to be super precise or
No,
a
not
little bit?
precise, but like ballpark range. No, to answer that question of where you'll feel I've left enough for my family.
Mm.
And then I think
Because another part of it too is that you still want to be available for your family, right? I would think.
yes, that's the trade. I think that's the trade-off that makes people ask that question with a judgment to it.
Mm.
Like, why would you do that?
Mm.
Because what you're giving up is also if what you're giving up is what you say you're giving up this,
Let me ask
you're
you a question.
sacrificing this to do this for this.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What if you were to ask your family what they wanted? Because maybe they don't want you to
I don't think they
do that, and they'd rather have you more.
Mhm. That's a very good point. But I still feel like even if they said that, there's still something within me that would really like, and I feel like going back to the whole thing of the warrior and the whatever, like I think it's good to acknowledge that, right? Like
Yeah.
within you, you still want to, like it's just that ambition that drives, and you will still do it.
Mhm.
Why not better acknowledge it up front and then do it in a way that honors them and they don't feel robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've never done it, so we don't know. We haven't done it yet, so we don't know.
We're on that path.
We don't know how that's gonna look like.
Yeah. It's one that
I'll definitely be riding on your yacht. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I'm not buying one.
we will not, those waves in Costa Rica will not be bringing any trouble. There'll just be a little swift ride.
Man.
So before we close out here, I started reading this book. I've had so many good things about it. It's called The Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance.
Okay.
And one of the main things in just the opening chapters is he's riding through whatever, Montana, a few states with his son
Mm-hmm.
and his buddy and his wife. And one of the main things in that in just the opening chapters is he has he's riding through whatever, Montana, a few states with his son and his buddy and his wife. And one of the main things in that in just the opening chapters is he has he's riding through this guy maintains his own motorcycle. Like he knows that he's learned. He didn't know before, but he's learned every little piece and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And his buddy is like against. He's like, why will I bother doing that? I should just send it to the professional. To the professional to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like one of those, as they're riding, and it's motorcycles obviously, as they're riding, that's if that ever comes up in the conversation, it's a very sore kind of like we don't touch that.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, like, I'd rather be able to manage and fix my own bike, and what kind of that sort of mastery over it.
Mm-hmm.
So that if I'm ever in the middle of the boonies over there and my tire goes out or my chain or something down, I want to be able to fix it.
Yeah.
So that's also been a reason for me to be lazy to take my bike to the service.
That's your excuse. You wanna warrior that bike.
I want to warrior the bike. But what do you think on that? When it comes to, I mean, I think a car is a little bit more complicated, but bike level.
No,
right?
fix it too. That's why I haven't been to work.
I'm waiting to fix
I'm
my
gonna
car.
change my tire.
But like bike level. Oh, so say bike. 'Cause that's what we're
The
riding.
closest experience I have to that is whenever I have to fix my instrument.
Yeah. Imagine if every time you had to fix your instrument, you had to take it to the guitar center.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
man.
do?
No, I don't.
Okay, you don't. Yeah.
I never had anything serious, but changing your strings, adjusting the guitar, and cleaning it, all that is like a ritual. It's so cool.
Mm.
You sit down, you lay the guitar on a
Yep.
blanket,
Yep.
you put some music on, and then you cut the strings with the thing, and you're pulling the thing, and adjusting the level of, like, the length of the fret, and then
You can adjust the frets?
yeah, you can adjust how much the string separates from the neck.
Oh, I see.
The more up, the
Yep.
more resonance you get.
Also, the light, it's easier to play because when you press, it doesn't require much pressing.
Right, so there's this sweet spot
Mm-hmm.
where it's low enough that it's more comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
but if it's too low, the note doesn't ring as much. So you also don't wanna have it too low.
I see.
So you spend time, like, you adjust a little bit, then you ring it.
Yeah.
You adjust a little more. It's too high. How much can I do with still sounding? And then you adjust every string,
Mm.
and then you change the strings, and then sometimes you have different gauges of like strings.
The string. Yeah.
So then you're like, oh, I'm gonna try some new strings and see how they feel and how they sound, and change them up. You cut the top ends, and then you connect it, and then put some oil on the neck.
You put oil on them.
Yeah, it's like cutting boards. You know, cutting boards.
Yeah,
You put oil.
charcuterie.
Yeah, with guitars, you want to put oil on the frets so they stay
Yeah.
clean and
Yeah.
last longer. You put some oil on the strings. It's awesome. It's a great thing. It's a fun thing to do.
But you feel like more of a master over that instrument.
You know, more
than if
so
you
than
didn't do that.
more so than a master,
Mm-hmm.
I feel more connected to it. Because the more you work on it, the more effort you put into it outside of playing,
Mm-hmm.
and the less you want to get rid of it.
Mm.
Or the less you're like, I could get this, but this is my baby over here. I know how to.
We've been through the trenches.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. Yeah.
So do you want to do that with the bike?
I don't do it just because if I do it wrong, it's gonna be expensive to fix.
But what are the chances you do it wrong?
I mean, some of those components are complicated.
On a bike?
Oh yeah, like a good bike.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh
but
my
I
God,
guess
yeah.
Your bikes are
Yeah,
high end. But
the-
it's just a chain. I mean, as far as the bits that you usually fix, you fix the chain.
Well, whenever
fix
you
the pedals,
whenever you go to a
tires
full
maybe.
whenever you go to full service,
Mhm.
you have to look at the whenever you're changing the gears, as you're changing gears
Yep.
through where you use it.
Yep.
Sometimes that thing can get
The wire itself.
so there's the can remember the name of it. But there's this thing that ties the chain
Mm-hmm.
to this thing that then ties it to the bike. Right?
Yes. On the backs. It's on the back.
It's on the back.
Yeah, the little rectangle looking thingy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that thing is very fragile in the sense that not that it's gonna break,
Mhm.
but if it bends a little bit to the left or to the right,
Mhm.
the gears are gonna be they're gonna be off,
Mhm.
and every time you change the gear, you don't notice it, but you start like creating more strain on the whole thing. So it's more It's then it makes the chain like have to like the chain actually. You have to change it every so often because the in betweens get pushed. They get like pulled.
Dude, you already sound like you have enough mastery over this thing, man.
Yeah, but
Why can't you do it yourself?
Well, if it's misaligned,
yeah.
you wanna to have someone to do it with a ruler, to do it with this specific thing, to align it just perfectly where it should go.
Yeah.
And then that's one part. And then the tires, the same thing. The
Yeah,
brakes,
with
the brakes they're disc brakes. They're not the pads.
Oh, I have the pad ones.
So
Yeah.
the disc brakes, you roll the tire like this, right? You let it go. And if at any point the disc touches the rim,
Mm-hmm.
the rim is misaligned. So you have to know exactly where and how to put it back. So whenever you're going, the rim, because a lot of times what happens is that that gets misaligned and people don't notice it, and you're riding the bike, and the whole time you're riding the bike, you're scratching the disc, just very little. And then if you don't notice it, the disc now doesn't work well.
Mm.
And then in between, whenever the pedals, you think, oh, well, the pedals just pedal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's this bottom bracket. It's called bottom bracket,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a piece of like plastic metal that holds both pedals together, and that thing also has wear and tear.
Mm-hmm.
And
And this is just within the pedal itself.
This
Not-
is
not
no.
the-
This is in the bike. In between the bike, there's a hole.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
That bottom bracket. So
Gotcha.
that part also has to get changed from time to time.
Yep.
Because if it doesn't, you can tell, like, you can grab a bike and you can move the pedals and they move. They move to side.
I see.
And if they're moving side to side, whenever you're pedaling, they're going to move side to side just enough that you're going to fall. And then you have to flush the brakes. You have to flush the suspension.
Dude, that's what I'm saying though. Like, even from your knowledge,
I think
it
if I-
already feels like you know enough, because I'm learning on this and you're already
Mhm.
teaching me on it. What does it take to go from that to the level where you can maintain the full bike by yourself?
I would probably have to do it. I would have to buy the tools, first of all.
other than buying the tools.
And then I would have to try it, trial and error kind of thing.
Mm.
So
Bro, but there's YouTube University now.
there is, I just don't want to cause a more expensive damage.
Mm.
But you're not wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
I could try to learn how to do it. Maybe the answer is to get a bike that is not as,
Mm.
heavy duty as the one I have.
Yep.
And just try things with it.
Mm.
That could be an option.
I'm gonna do that. But
Yeah,
let me-
because even look, if I had like a $10,000 guitar,
Mhm.
I would not mess with it. I would take it to the place and
But then
take it with a
you'll not
specific-
feel the connection. You just said,
yeah, you would. Your wallet will feel it. Your wallet will definitely feel it.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, people that have expensive whatever,
Yeah.
I feel like they rather take it to a professional.
But okay, let me ask the question back to the money question.
Mm.
If then you had enough money to where you could buy 100,000 of those whatevers and not feel it, would you rather have the
Yeah, bro. I would probably have, if I had enough money, I would just buy a super expensive bike
bro
to try things on it.
You know that, sorry man, you know that
No, tell me.
reminded me of have you seen that Rick and Morty episode where they
Shit.
go to I think he's going to drop off Jerry or something, and they meet this guy, and he has something in the back of his throat, and he's speaking the whole time, and he's like, "Bro, just do." Have you ever had a?
Do I sound like the health guy? What's his name? Kennedy.
The first time I had him speak, I didn't know it was like a permanent thing. I was just like, man, this guy, why won't he just like just for the sake of my ears, man?
Yeah, it's gotta be rough to be his wife, huh?
Yeah, but she's used to it by now.
You wanna pass me the mayo, honey? I need a towel.
I guess when you're Kennedy, though,
I guess
it comes with that. Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, but sorry, what were you saying? Like,
I don't know.
before I cut you off with the
if I had money, I
throat-clearing
would
joke.
definitely spend some time learning how to do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then the problem is not. The problem is to make the money.
In the time, right now at least.
Mm. Yeah. Buys you freedom. Much more.
Oh man, that would be so nice. If I had money,
Mm-hmm.
I would just go on the weekend.
When you have money?
When I have money, I'm just gonna take a plane or something to another mountain biking trail and just try it. Spend the weekend there.
Oh man.
Do they have some really cool retreat? Like not retreat, like
A resort?
yes, they have mountain biking resorts
No way.
in like Oregon, like mountain places over there, where you can just stay. It's almost like skiing.
Yeah.
You stay in a cabin.
Yep.
And then you could just go Disneyland like trails.
Wow.
And you can just some of them take you like in an elevator, not elevator, but like a like
One of
skiing.
those things. Mm-hmm.
Takes you up there, and then all you just have to do is just go down. And then the scenery is beautiful. And
Man, because Oregon is nice looking.
yeah.
Dude, I'm willing to put that down as a goal. Like once we get good at mountain biking, we can go to
And
spend a few days on that Oregon trail.
it would be. I
But-
think you have a benefit too that I can teach you some things
Mm.
because when I was doing it, I did not know nothing.
Mm. Mm.
There were a few things that if someone had told me, I would have been like advanced much easier.
Mm. I see. I didn't even ask you, man. How was the gig?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people came.
Mhm.
The venue, first time playing there.
This was at
Resonant Head.
Resident Evil?
Resonant Head.
Resonant Head.
Yes.
Where's that at?
It's a little south of downtown. But man, they really know what they're doing. Like the sound check was early, and we took our time.
And professional.
The-
It wasn't, the sound man didn't leave like you guys' last gig and went outside.
We have some experiences with those guys.
Uh-huh.
And there was a green room. Green room was stacked.
Proper green room.
Proper green room. It was stacked with beer, water,
Mhm.
tea. The other bands were really nice. They were really good musicians as well.
And you guys were the main event.
Yeah, we
Nice.
closed.
So they were opening for you. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And the you'll laugh. The sound system
Mhm.
wasn't too loud.
Like
It was perfectly loud. I mean,
Yeah.
it was still loud, but it wasn't blow your ears stadium loud.
Mm.
So that was really comfortable for everyone,
Nice.
which was cool.
So people enjoyed, like, was it still,
You could hear everything much clearer.
oh, okay. Was it still like people are there for a show and attention on the show, or that's happening in the background as people
No.
are talking?
No,
Okay.
no. No, and it was like a standing room show.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't
everyone was
Yes.
Facing forward.
engaging.
engaging.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was really nice. It was really
Nice.
cool. Johnny's music is great, and so
How did he do? Was that his first proper performance?
no, he's done other ones.
Mhm.
I think this one was more special because it was about him.
Mm.
So he talked about the EP and
Mm.
the process.
Mhm.
A lot of his family was there too, so it was cool. A lot of the other bands are friends with him too, so they were excited for him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're playing at Factory Obscura in July.
Factory Obscura. That sounds
Yes.
familiar.
It used to not be this, but it was that like museum, like a really colorful museum in Midtown on Broadway by that SMB's Burgers. It's really colorful and trippy.
Mm.
You don't remember?
It
Well,
sounds familiar.
They had it used to be like a museum, like arts gallery.
Mm.
And they turned it into it has a venue now.
Oh, nice.
But that should be interesting because they have this series. I don't remember the name for the series, but the music is paired with some visual art.
That's cool. Like projected visual art? Or?
No, so that's gonna be fun. The musician gets to pick what the art's gonna be.
So he's doing that as a second show of the album release? Or
It's
is that
just a show. Just a show.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So that should be fun.
How was it
July.
as for you guys? Not Cherry Blossom, Cherry Wax Studios.
No.
How was that? Because that's your first proper
Yes.
release with your studio.
Yes. Westchester Records is the record label.
Westchester Records. is
And
the
Cherry
record.
Wax Studios is the studio that recorded stuff.
Oh, okay.
They're
Okay.
two different. But it was cool. It was a cool experience. If you go on his music, it says Westchester Records there.
Hey.
Recorded at Cherry Wax Studios
It's official.
and other studios
Mm.
because he recorded some parts in other places.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we met a lot of other cool bands. Hopefully they see the work and want to work with us.
So, what's the next? What's the next project? What's the
I'm
next
painting
album?
my walls in my house.
You are?
That's my gut going on for the week.
All right. What are you painting? Like everything?
No, some rooms that we hadn't painted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought you're adding like an accent wall or something.
Maybe later.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Sounds like a fun,
We don't work
weekend.
we don't work on Monday.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it.
Oh,
Have time.
Not Labor Day. What's this? Memorial Day.
Yeah. I'm gonna play with some One Piece tomorrow
Nice.
here.
Yep.
In Oklahoma,
When is Nationals?
September.
So you have some time to practice. Yeah. Are those guys raising you up like, our champion?
No.
Our king has
No,
arrived.
honestly,
everybody.
it helps me that they beat me up so much. Dude.
Yeah.
They're really good here, so it helps that I play against good people all the time.
Prep you.
Yeah.
Nice. Do you said you can also play online, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you do a lot of that.
I mostly practice online.
Nice.
I can't go play every day. They have like tournaments every day.
Every day.
If you want to, you could go play every day.
How are these
but-
people? How are these people making a living?
Not everyone goes every day.
Oh,
but-
okay. But like after work or
Yeah, they're all
Okay,
after work. Yeah.
it's not it's not just go rolling through all day.
No.
All day every day.
No, they're also like 2 hours, 3 tops
To finish one game.
to the whole thing.
Wow.
So I go maybe once or twice a week.
Man, I can watch a whole matador show in that amount of time. Woo!
It's so fun, dude.
Yeah.
Like you were saying about the focus,
Mm-hmm.
like warrior.
Yep. You feel a little bit of that? You live on the edge?
I don't think about anything else in those 3 hours.
Wow.
When you're playing there for
Wow.
30 minutes,
Yeah.
you're like plotting moves ahead, trying to read the person, trying to make little gambles here and there,
Man.
and it all culminates. Either you win or you lose. Oh, it's so fun.
So if I was to come, will it be too boring to just watch?
Very boring.
Oh.
You do not have no. It's just like you're looking at.
Because
You're just looking at people like moving cards around and not know what's going
so
on.
you have to play first and know and
For it to be exciting, yeah.
okay.
You can go watch to see what the vibe is, but it's gonna be like
I don't
10
want to come
minutes.
watch for 2 hours.
No, you can come for like 10 minutes and see what's how it is. But
Okay. Yeah, I want to come check out your
hobby.
your hobby and because you talk about it with such passion.
yeah, it's one of
I
those
wanna
things. No one is super like. No, it's boring for everyone else that I tell you about. It's just, but to me, it's the best.
That's why they say if something like that, you can make business out of it.
Yeah.
It's a hobby.
I gotta get good at it first.
Yeah. Then you can just be a what? You'll do streaming. Do people stream? Such
They do.
games?
They do.
Mm.
I think it has a potential to explode.
Mm-hmm.
It's still very underground though.
Mm-hmm.
Very underground. But that's how everything starts.
Mm-hmm. Can do a One Piece podcast
There's some people doing those.
already
Yeah.
for specifically One Piece.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They're okay though.
Mm. Okay.
It's all under one. There's one guy. His name is. I mean, everyone has weird names, right?
Mm-hmm.
His name is Minhuti or Manhuti or something like that. He like, you can tell he like did some work on like video work in the past.
Like
Because-
design.
Yes, because
Mhm.
everything he puts out is like super perfect quality.
Mm.
Like, it looks so nice.
Mm.
Like if I were to do something, I would try to do it like him. But
Mm.
he's just, you can tell he's got all the equipment and the knowledge and stuff. Yeah.
So you're saying we can whip up this podcast to match that five star quality with the equipment we got?
If you got $10,000, maybe
Yee-hee. We'll get there. Yeah,
in a social media manager.
we'll get one.